What's up, everybody? This is a Digital World Podcast, and you want to stay tuned for this whole episode because I'm going to bring up some ideas or some opinions of mine after we hear about what the judge said to the SEC lawyer and what the SEC lawyer had in response. So let's go to the video and let's play. It's about 3 to 4 minutes of the whole hearing. So let's bear with me, and then we'll get right to it.
And so this is a Section 5 case. So why do you need to have the most precise answer of how much money one of the defendants made by selling the XRP? You know that they received however many millions of XRPs. You know generally what sort of value that is. It's a lot of money. You know that. You're going to get a fair number of transactions. Maybe you think there's other transactions you're not getting, but you're certainly going to get a pretty good picture of the profitability for these individual defendants of the of their transactions, even if you think it's not complete. Why do you need precision here? This is not a fraud case. This is a Section 5 case. So why is this so important?
Right, Your Honor. So in a Section 5 case, the reason we need all of the sales is because, as the Second Circuit has explained in the Kavanaugh case, which we put in our letter, each sale is a violation if it's made, if it's not made pursuant to a registration statement or qualifies for an exemption. So this is not just, I will get to the other reasons why we need these records in a moment if I'm permitted to do so, but this is at the core of the case. These are the violations. What are the violations we're charging? We need to be able to establish exactly what times and which times and how many times statute was violated by these sales. So it simply goes to the core of the case, to the core claim, the Section 5 claim.
That the individual defendants violated Section 5 every time they sold it. So forget everybody else who's selling XRP. These individual defendants violated Section 5 each and every time that they sold it.
Well, Your Honor, so I'm sorry, what was the question about the other individuals that were selling?
Well, presumably, under this theory, then, every individual in the world who's selling XRP would be committing a Section 5 violation based on what you just said.
Well, no, that's not quite correct, Your Honor. So the statute, the Securities Act of 1933, has sort of a registration provision under Section 5 and then an exemption provision under Section 4. And broadly speaking, the Section 4 exemptions, and I'm speaking very generally here, if these are transactions by people in the market, they're exempted by statute. Section 5, though, focuses on, in this as relevant to this case, the issuer and the affiliates of the issuer. So it's only Mr. Larson and Mr. Garlinghouse as the CEOs or chairman of the board. The affiliates of the issuer are captured by the statute. Section 4 specifically exempts these transactions that the court put in the hypothetical of all these other people buying and selling XRP in the market. So I don't think that would be the case, Your Honor.
And you have specific claims.
Oh, yeah. So we see here that he almost set himself up for this, it seems like, where the judge asked the right question because he was claiming he wanted precise documentation of all the sales that, Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson had done. And she asked, various questions of why do you need such a precise documentation? Because it's not a fraud case, it's a Section 5 case, and yada, yada, yada. And then she asked, so you're saying that every person who sells this token, it was an illegal transaction? And he said, no, only Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson, everyone else is exempt, which is why the whole relist XRP mantra is going on right now with the XRP community. So if the exchanges and the retail customers aren't illegally selling XRP, then it would be okay for the exchanges to bring it back and start listing it for transactions, for trading. And so that begs the question, right? Okay, let's say, for example, that exchanges in the US do relist XRP and it's up for sale, right? That would be a good thing. Yeah, I'm not opposed to that. But now you have to ask the question, if Ripple and its affiliates or its issuers that are affiliated with Ripple are um, blocked from selling any more XRP, right? Then what happens if these exchanges do go back live with trading XRP? I have to ask the question. And now another question is, what about Jed McCaleb? Is he also blocked from selling his XRP? Because he was an affiliate of Ripple's. Let's say he's not blocked and he can still sell his XRP, right? Well, he only has less than $1 billion left to sell, so he'll be out shortly. I mean, it won't last forever. I assume that he has until or this year, I believe. And then if he keeps spending at the rate he currently is, then he'll be out by the end of this year. So what happens then if there is no XRP that these exchanges can get to for the retail to buy and trade? What happens? Is there going to be a shortage of XRP on the market? I mean, these are the kind of questions that you have to ask from this hearing. What happens to XRP's price? This gets very interesting by the moment, and I think these are the very questions we have to ask, and because it pertains to XRP holders. And so I tell you, this is I don't know what could happen, but all possibilities are on the table, and we're gearing up for something big that's gonna happen. I don't know what that is, but it has to happen. So I hope this episode has brought you some value. Like and subscribe, and ask yourself what happens if there's a shortage of XRP on the market, even though it's allowed to be listed on exchanges. This is the Digital World Podcast, and I'll see you in the next episode.